who's running the engineer, but maybe we can post this video right now, Facebook Live for me, so we can get people going. Everybody's looking forward to Friday, the weekend. It's the nicest day, as you said, of 2018. There we go, 2018. So big things ahead for this weekend. I actually have another client in my office today. You know, last week, if everybody was tuning in or looked at it, I'm looking right now that we have almost 1,500 views from last Friday's show when I had those two clients here and speaking about their true life success stories. But we felt like we should keep the momentum going with Friday, a good news Friday. I have another client here. We could talk about a case that we just settled yesterday. She came to sign the settlement paper. So whenever you're ready, we can put her on. She's a longtime listener, and that's actually how she found me after I left my prior firm. She was listening to Irie Jam, heard you mentioning what we do here at the firm, helping people out, getting the maximum compensation for their injuries when they're in an accident. And she made the call, and she's certainly happy she did. So whenever you're ready, we can put her on.
Oh,
talk
right
a
now.
little bit about her case.
Right now.
Let's do it. Come on over.
Adam Handler, the case handler. By the way, save his number. His number is 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. That's the number for the case handler, Adam Handler. So, Adam, tell us a little bit about this young lady's case.
So this is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Don't be
How long
nervous.
have you been listening to DJ Roy?
Oh God, a long time. I won a couple of tickets for his shows also, so I've been listening a while.
Thank you so much for listening. Truly appreciate it. And thank you for listening and calling Adam, because I've been telling people he is the baddest.
Yes.
So what?
She was.
I can attest for that. Yes,
Well, let her tell the story.
Okay.
It's better from her. I've told the story too many times. That's how we got the settlement. Now she can pick up from me.
All right. So what happened?
Okay. I'm going on 3 years now. 2015, I had a car accident. Someone hit me in the back of my car, and I didn't go to the hospital right away as I should, listening to Adam. So I took a couple of days before I went to the emergency room. After I went to the emergency room, listening to him again, I decided to give him a call to see what can be done. Not necessarily what I could get from the accident, but my legal rights and having the medical paid if there was anything. And turned out that I had herniated discs in my back, upper back and lower back. And, spoke with Adam. He gave me a few pointers. He told me to do everything the doctor recommended, which I did. Went to therapy, did all the procedures. We spoke, in between, and we're here today.
So I'll fill in the gaps a little bit on that. So Karen did not go to the emergency room right away, and we always talk about the fact that if you're in an accident, you should definitely get checked out right away. Obviously, the insurance companies look at that, and if you ever have to go to trial, the jury looks at that, and they say you're in an accident, you didn't seek medical attention right away. How injured could you possibly be? But as Karen can attest, you can feel not a ton of pain right away.
We always say the adrenaline, your adrenaline's going too.
Yep. Right. As the hours progress, as the days progress, it gets worse and worse. So she did ultimately go to the hospital.
Okay.
That was one issue that we definitely had to address with an aggressive approach. Okay. The second issue, and we were actually going over it this morning, is that she had very minimal damage to her vehicle. So she was rear-ended. And when I tell you, DJ Roy, there's really nothing more than some
scratches.
Right?
Yeah,
some scratches. I mean, we'll post it on Testimonial Tuesday.
Okay.
The photos of a car. I mean, very, very minimal damage. So now you have to remember, I take every case like it's my most important case. Every case like I'm eventually going to trial. So as soon as the case comes in, I'm saying to myself, okay, we may have a trial eventually in this because it's Geico. Geico don't play, especially when you don't have a major accident. They downplay it. So how do I try this case? She didn't go to the emergency room right away. She had very minimal damage. I mean, how much could a jury possibly give her? So what we did is we took a very aggressive approach from the very beginning. As soon as the case started, we filed for what's called summary judgment. There's two parts of every accident, the accident and the injuries. And I knew once we established the fault of the driver and the only issue was how much she should be entitled to. I figured that would speed up the case and also show them that, listen, they have a real exposure at the end of this case if they don't settle, because the accident portion, the minimal damage, is going to be knocked out.
Okay.
So we filed immediately. It was a hit in the rear. We won that case within a couple of months. The judge said, listen, she was stopped, she was hit in the rear, it's the other car's fault. So now it's just a matter strictly of how much does Karen recover. And she, like she said, she did the therapy, she did the procedures she needed to do, she got some pain management, she went back to work. I mean, she's doing much better these days, thankfully, but she had a tough go at it. We did her deposition a couple of months ago. When was it? That was in January.
In January.
Because I was actually heading to
your party.
My birthday party. I was heading to Atlantic City. Her deposition was like
working on your
10.
birthday.
Her deposition was at 10. I was leaving at like 2. Remember the whole time
like,
I was like, be a lady tonight. So we got through the deposition and she testified well. Obviously, as you can see, she's a very sincere, sweet, very well-spoken individual that knew how to express exactly how she was feeling, and it made obviously an excellent impression on the defense attorney. I get a call from the insurance company. They want to settle. They want to settle for $20,000. Now you have to remember, no damage to the car, no ER.
Right.
$20,000 doesn't sound too bad, does it, DJ Roy?
No, it really doesn't sound too bad, because I'm also guessing that they were saying, how do we know she got the injuries from this accident when she didn't go straight to the hospital? I think that should have been coming up. And how did you get around that?
Right. Well, we were able to show through doctors' reports that there's no other way that she could have sustained these specific injuries.
Wow.
Again, we were very aggressive. We had to be super aggressive on this case. On some cases where the facts are on your side, you can kind of lay back and let the case come to you.
Right.
But in a case like this, you have to be more of a proactive approach. You have to go on an attack. So file for summary judgment, get the doctor's reports, and we did it. And Karen said, $20,000 doesn't sound too bad, but the case handler.
No,
are we taking $20,000?
If there's more on the table, hell no.
The first offer,
if there's more on the table, hell no.
We are not taking that first offer. So we went back and forth. Now they're up to 30, 35.
Wow.
50.
Yeah, and he called me and he's like, what do you want to do? I said, I trust you. If you want to fight, I'm in the fight with you. So he did fight and came up with a decent number.
What's the number?
$75,000.
Wow.
75,000. Offer 20, settlement 75,000.
That's why you're the case handler, man. I tell people all the time. I tell people, and I'm so glad that you listen to me. I am so happy.
Yes, I listen to you.
I am so happy that you listen to me. I just don't talk like, Adam's just on the radio talking. I talk because I know what he can do. I've seen him do it over and over and over and over again. And you're a true testimony that it can happen if you believe and if you just make the phone call. The number is 844-774-3529. And I would say that I want to give you a little spanking for not going straight to the hospital, but it all worked out.
Listen, this is a family show, DJ Roy.
It all worked out.
I already got that from Adam.
It all worked out. So no spanking for you. You made the phone call. All right?
Yes,
The only person that got spanked was Geico.
Well, like you say, they signed the front of the check, and, of course, your clients sign the back of the check. And that's what's so important, especially when you're injured and you need to be compensated for your injuries. Adam Handler, the case handler. Make sure you all have his number. His number is 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Adam, times flies when we're talking about money, and especially when we're talking about money for your clients. Congratulations. Thank you so much for listening to the program. Thank you so much for using the case handler. Adam, my friend, as always, another one in the bag, man. But keep doing what you're doing, my friend. I trust you. I believe in you, and the whole team at Irie Jam Radio does. And as you can see, the Irie Jam listeners too. So
thanks, David.
Take care, my friend. Here's the number again: 844-774-3529. That's Adam Handler. He'll be back on later with Jabba, and He's the Irie Jam attorney. 844-774-3529. That's Adam Handler, the case handler. You give him a call today. No, don't call my phone. Call his phone. Call it right now, too, okay?
The proceeding was for informational use only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcomes. To make an appointment with Adam Handler of Pollack, Isaac, and DeCicco, call 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Don't wait. Call now.